Things I didn't think that I'd be talking about anytime soon, and it is literally Mathmechs getting first place out of the Barcelona Regional. What? Okay, so first up, this was piloted by Daniel. I mean, I'm not even going to attempt the last name here, but he did it. Somebody went and took Mathmechs and made this deck work on a regional level. And I figured it would be Code Talker that would get there before anything else, but it was Mathmechs. So, interesting tech choices here. The triple microcoder, this is the thing that Solid was supposed to be playing out of Europe. If a Cyberse monster you control will be used as link material, for a Code Talker monster, this card in your hand can also be used as material. If this card is sent from the hand or graveyard, hand or field to graveyard as material for a link summon of a Code Talker, you can either add one Signet spell. You get to recruit for a spell trap card. You get to search for this good card, and then if this card on the field was used as material, you can add one level 4 Cyberse monster from your deck to your hand. So you can also recruit for any of your combo pieces in your deck, which is actually really cool. You can also open up Bongers and go search for the Lady D-Bug because it says one level 4 Cyberse. If you could somehow still, continue on with combo. So that's interesting. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom Enjoy Spring. One copy of the backup Secretary, just additional special summon prowess. One copy of the Cyverse Gadget. This is the normal summon. You can target one level 2 or lower, special summon it. And this thing is sent to the graveyard. You get to special summon the token, which for extended purposes is great. Triple copies of DD Crow for the current format issues. Then we have one Iron Dragon Tiamaton. So this just gives you the ability to rip out an entire column on your opponent, which is actually really cool. Also another special summon extender, honestly. Triple copies of Lady D-Bug to search for, all of our fun Cyberse monsters. We only play 2 copies of Adion, which, okay, in the grand scheme of things, when your package is the way it is, you can't go too crazy with the numbers, because you do have to fit in a lot of the Cyberse search options that you've got present in your deck. So that's one big thing with this, is you can't go 3-3-3-3-3 on everything. We have one copy of the Mathmech Division, 2 copies of Mathmech Multiplication, triple copies of Nabla, and then we have triple copies of Sigma. Then we have 2 copies of Subtraction, same thing here. Like, these are both good cards, but not trying to max out on them at 3. We have the triple copies of the Microcoder. Alright. Spells, we have triple copies of Signet Mining, 1 copy of the Mathmech Equation for the Revival, and then we have triple copies of Pot of Desires. Now somebody's going to look at this deck and they'll be like, ew, we're playing Desires in this? You need to be able to get to your combo and play the game, because remember, these 2 are basically going to be your win cons. Obviously tutoring, and then more of the beautiful expansion for the deck. But let's be honest here, you don't really care what you're banishing, because you can search for most of your good cards. We have 1 Signet Conflict, triple Infinite Permanence, and we have 2 copies of the Mathmech Superfactorial. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Win Condition, 1 Link Karibo, 1 Link Disciple with 1 Link Devotee, 1 Link Lingeribo, 2 Cyberse Wicked, 1 Code Talker Inverted, 1 Code Talker, 1 Tulip Lawson, 2 copies of Almatarion, 1 Final Enigma, and then we have 1 copy of Magma. Side deck here we have 1 Pinkertops, triple Droll and Lockbird, triple Nibiru, 2 copies of Dark Ruler No More, 2 Lightning Storm, triple Twin Twister, and 1 copy of Red Reboot, wrapping up, well, quite honestly, a nice change of pace for the format. I do like what Daniel was definitely doing with this deck. I'm looking forward to seeing more goodness, honestly, come out of Mathmech in the near future here, because it goes to show that, 1, this deck is still being explored, and 2, it is a Cyberse deck. We love our combo decks. Alright, next up, we have Unchained. Now, this got top 16 or top 8 out of its regional. I don't remember. I don't have it written down in my notes here, but basically, this is the first real chance that we've seen Abomination with, the release of the new guys. So, Abominable Unchained Soul. So, You can only special summon one of these once per turn. If a card or cards you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned, you can discard one card, destroy one card on the field. Once per turn during the game phase, if this card is in your graveyard because it was destroyed on the field and sent through this turn, you can special summon this card but place it on the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. This is another monster that we can bring out off of, our fun stuff in the deck. Also, we're taking in the one copy of the Dark Spirit of Banishment. So if your opponent's monster attacks at the start of the damage step, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard, target one level 8 Fiend monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated, and if you do, change the attack target to it and perform damage calculation. If a level 8 Fiend monster is sent to the graveyard while this card is in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. Man, that's a cute little combo here. So Fiend and level 8 Fiend. So yeah, cute little interactions like that are why we love Yu-Gi-Oh! So I have 2 Abominable Unchained Soul, triple copies of Ash Blossom, Enjoy Spring, 2 copies of DD Crow, 1 Dark Spirit of Banishment, 2 copies of Effect Veiler, 2 copies of Fantastical Dragon Phantasme. Then we have 2 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, 2 Tour Guide, 2 Unchained Soul of Disaster, with the triple Aruha and the triple copies of Raikia. And then spells here we have triple Abominations Prison, 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Pot of Desires, 2 copies of Wailing of the Unchained Souls. We have triple copies of the Abominable Chamber of the Unchained, triple copies of Escape of the Unchained, and triple copies of Infinite Impermanence, wrapping up the main deck here. And in the next deck, we have triple copies of Soul Rage, 2 copies of Anguish, 2 copies of Abomination, with 1 Trisbania, 1 Avermax, 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 IP, 1 Boral Sword, 1 Borreload, and 1 copy of the Soldier of Chaos. Side deck here, we have 1 Pankratops, triple Nibiru, triple Dark Roll No More, 2 Mind Control, triple Twin Twister, and triple copies of Evenly Matched, wrapping up the Unchained deck list for everybody. I do like this. This definitely does give a new spin or perspective on the deck. Anytime we see Unchained do relatively well, I like to cover it because it is really the rogue deck of choice for a lot of players. A lot of players love this deck for some reason. I don't get it. I don't know. I love the art behind it, like the tortured souls that were chained up in jail basically and escaped. It's basically a runaway story of jailbirds, almost feels like. Alright, and then the last deck we have here, this is a top 8 deck list. This was Paul Muniz. This topped the Barcelona Regional along with the Mathmechs deck. Now, I wanted to cover this because it is Sky Strikers. Sky Strikers need as much love as they can actually get progressively as the formats go on. And we've seen so much. Like, I've been keeping up with my Sky Striker innovations among the tops and things. I've seen 1, 2, and 3 rows. Like, people cannot agree on a number to play for this. There's a going first list and a going second list. There is, in the going second list, the Utopia double package. Some going second builds aren't even playing the Utopia double package. So it really is up in the air as to what the player base is thinking with this deck. It's crazy. So we have 2 copies of Ash Blossom, Enjoy Spring, triple copies of DD Crow, 1 Pankratops, 2 Effect Veiler, 2 Ghost Bell, 2 Ghost Ogre, triple Ray, and triple copies of Rose. Alright? Then we have 1 Double or Nothing, Utopia double already, 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Pot of Avarice, 1 Rhoda, 2 Area Zero, 1 Afterburners, 1 Jamming Waves, 1 Hornet Drones, 2 Shark Cannon, 1 Widow Anchor, 1 Multi-Roll, 1 Terraforming, 1 Upstart Goblin, triple copies of Evenly Matched, and triple copies of Infinite Impermanence, wrapping up the main deck here. Definitely going second might be better. Then we have 1 Phoenix, 1 Ningirisu, 1 Boral Sword, triple Ishizuku, 1 Kaina, triple Kagari, triple Hayate, with the 1 Utopia double and the 1 Utopia. Alright, so deck here is triple Nibiru, 1 Jamming Waves, 1 Afterburners, triple copies of Shared Ride, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, triple Twin Twister, and 2 copies of Solemn Judgment, wrapping up your chunk of deck profiles for this video. So, definitely some innovation out here. Unchained Sky Striker and Mathmech. This was, like, just because it was a doubleheader YCS weekend doesn't mean that players aren't pushing for innovations in the format. This honestly proves it. So what do you guys think about these lists? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Well, guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never truly ends. Thank you, patrons, for helping support the channel. Without you guys, I don't know if I'd still be doing this. And for those of you that like Cardfight Vanguard, FanCool40 is here for all your content needs. And those of you asking if I sell cards, mcoolgames.com for all your trading card game needs. Check the description for more interesting info. Thanks for watching, guys.